Invincible is filled to the brim with great characters. I mean, there seriously is some side characters that I would say I like just as much as Mark, if not even more. And while having an abundance of great characters is obviously a good thing, a caveat to that is that I think some characters get overlooked because they don't get enough screen time or enough story importance. But there's one person in particular that I really want to talk about today, and that's Battlebeast. In Season 3, Battlebeast finally gets his shine, but unfortunately, once he flies out into the vacuum of space, I mean, we don't see him again until the very end of Season 3 in the teaser. But he has so many cool moments in his slight amount of screen time, and I just like his character in general, because his motives are far different than anyone else in this universe, almost on some anime type stuff. There's very little known about Battlebeast before he first arrives on Earth, but one fact we do know is that his real name is actually Thawk, and he has been traveling around the galaxy searching for worthy opponents for an undisclosed amount of time. They also haven't told us anything about his age. And the first time we see him is in Season 1 when Machine Head actually hired him to fight for him, and initially that gives us the impression that, okay, he's a mercenary for hire then. He probably goes around trying to collect profit, killing people in the process. And another thing is, I love that they put him with a bunch of chumps as well, because initially we think he's a mercenary for hire and we see him surrounded by these other guys that are low-key garbage, so we have no idea how good he's actually gonna be, but it does not take long for us to see his true strength. So Titan and Mark actually get their ass beat for a little bit until Mark finally decides to go Super Saiyan and stops holding back on them. And it takes absolutely no time to take care of the other three low-level criminals, as Mark takes them all down in damn near one punch each. And it seems like he's about to solo this whole entire room until Battlebeast puts him in his place. Battlebeast pins his face into the ground and then hits him with some nasty martial arts combo. The Guardians of the Globe end up showing up to help, and it did not work, like, at all. We then for the first time get to really hear Battlebeast talk, and he is extremely put together and articulate when he speaks, which again completely throws me off from what I had first originally expected.
I was promised this world offered worthy opponents, but oh, how you disappoint.
He then goes on to complain that Mark was not a worthy opponent and that killing him is going to be merciful, so he slams on his stomach with his ginormous war mace and leaves a birthday cake dent in his stomach. But what he does next is what makes his whole image change, as he smiles with his arms wide open, licking all of the blood that fell off of Mark onto his face. And this is when we realize that he is not just a mercenary, not a typical gun for hire that wants to make a couple bucks. He really loves fighting. I mean, he talked about how Mark wasn't a worthy opponent and that it was a waste of his time, and you can see the smile on his face, how much genuine fun he is having while doing this. It reminds me of Conquest in Season 3 during the finale as well. Black Samson tries to stick up for Invincible, but Battlebeast does him in the most devious way possible and just stands there aura farming after.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Monster Girl then comes and tries to avenge her friends, but Battlebeast does her just as dirty. He starts by throwing her into the ceiling and then hits her with the Mortal Kombat vs. DC Ring Breaker. And after hitting the Incredible Hulk leap, he finishes her off with two huge rocks slammed between the sides of her head. And yet again, his smile does not fade. The Guardians of the Globe eventually lock in and start doing a pretty good job to, again, the street level criminals, and the entire time Battlebeast is just sitting there watching, completely unamused. He then states that he's leaving because this battle is beneath him and that there is no honor in killing insects, before he goes off to who knows where in space. And it isn't all the way up until Season 3 when we finally actually see him again, and at some point it's unconfirmed exactly what he has done in the time from Season 1 to 3 to eventually get locked up by the Viltrum Empire, but he is on the same ship that both Nolan and Alan are on in Season 3. While Alan is planning a prison break to help get Nolan out of execution, he eventually runs into Battlebeast's cell and promises him that he will find a worthy opponent of his time, stating that there are actually Viltrumites he could kill, and you can see the smile on his face, which is completely atypical of anyone's reaction in hearing that there are Viltrumites nearby. And that's what makes me love Battlebeast so much, is because compared to everyone else, he's fighting strictly to fight because he loves the art of war, compared to, say, Nolan or Mark or even Alan, that's fighting for a cause. See, everyone else in the Invincible universe is a soldier. They're all fighting for a grand purpose. Battlebeast is the only character that's a warrior, that truly just fights to fight. It reminds me of Goku with his constant drive to fight the next best person. But after breaking him out, they're on track to go and find Nolan, and in the process they have to kill these little like purple guard alien things, and Battlebeast is pissed off though, because he says, "Where is my challenge? You promised me Viltrumites, and these are nothing." But after threatening to kill Alan for breaking his promise, they eventually do find the room that Nolan's being executed in, and he could not be happier.
Viltrumites, at long last, my thirst for battle can be satiated. Long have I waited for such a worthy challenge. And if this conflict brings about the end of my life, I will savor it all the more.
Like, I'm sorry, bro, but your favorite character is not moving like that. He then goes on to eventually solo kill that Viltrumite that he's fighting, and he does it so methodically as well, because Battlebeast cannot fly, so he fights with true martial arts skills. Yes, he does have claws that he takes to his advantage, but without his mace, with pure hand-to-hand combat, he was able to outclass a Viltrumite, which almost nobody in the universe can say the same thing. I also absolutely love his design, and while I know there are other people of his race, being as we've seen one in the Coalition, but with him specifically, I love his armor and weapon design, and the fact that he's almost always covered in blood, being as he's always just got out of a fight. I mean, I think it's just a nice touch to him. And while he should get more screen time in Season 4, I still wish that they would do a spin-off episode with him, similar to how they did in Adam Eve's special, and maybe show a little bit of what he's done in the time from Season 1 to 3, or even something prequel to that. I mean, I know there is a lot of Battlebeast comic books that are wrote canonically in the Invincible universe that they could make a spin-off episode with something about. I just feel like he deserves a bit more limelight than he's gotten, because from his design to his motives to his on-screen appearance, he hits every mark for a great character. And I mean, whenever I ask someone their favorite 5 characters from Invincible, I almost never hear Battlebeast, and it really does break my heart. And that's why I wanted to make this video, to show a little more love on a character that I think deserves more than what he's gotten. But if you did enjoy this video, I know it's a super short one, but it would mean the world if you drop a like and subscribe. If not, no worries, but I will catch you guys in hopefully a day or two with another video, man. You guys have an absolutely blessed day. Deuces.